This is another series that began probably 3 weeks ago, and this is September 29th, 2020. Oh, this is Diane Steinbach. So what happened is I decided one day, it was a Sunday, let's see if I can get this up here to the camera, that I had to have a tiny little sketchbook. And my husband has a lot of leather work that he does for his knife work, so I have suede leather available, and I just used cut up pieces of just whatever sketchbook I had on hand and cut up the little tiny pages and stitched them together. Here's the center. And so every now and then I'll draw in my little tiny sketchbook. It's wearable, see, it's got a little necklace. Now, okay, so it's not really a series, it's become an obsession. So I made another one. And this is the fun thing about having a series is you say, well, I liked that, but I want to improve it. I want to do one thing different. I wanted to change the latch on that one. And so this one is Canson mixed media paper, and there it is stitched in the middle. So this means I can do my tiny little watercolor paintings in it. So I have itty bitty ones, and yes, I do tape off the edges before I paint, and it's just tons of fun. And again, this is a wearable, that's a little abstract. It's on a string, so I can wear it around my neck, and you might have seen me wearing it some days here at school. It makes me nervous though, because I'm a sloppy, I have a sloppy time drinking water, and I sometimes spill it down my front, and I don't want to do that. And you know, I have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch. Okay, this one is from Friday, September 25th. I decided I needed one that had more decoration. So I changed up the leather, because I bought myself some fancy leather for the necklace part. And I went through all of my beads. Well, actually, this one was an experiment in the binding. It was an experiment in the pages. It's again Canson watercolor paper, and I pre-painted all of the pages, so I have something there before I start drawing or painting on it. And I wanted to have a sturdier set of pages so they don't wiggle. I bought some of the other books, they wiggled just a little bit, and my stitching didn't quite work out mathematically, so I had to leave a long tail. That's how the beading came about. That was an accident. And then since I had the beads there, I decided I would have a bead for the closure. And then since I really like to paint papers, wild abandoned, I had some papers left over from last year that I had painted. It's this one. And these colors. So I painted a background. I painted the backside, and I tried to find those colors again to match and make another page. So now I have a book. It's a thick one. All the pages are pre-painted, so I can decide to keep it like this as a book. It has a running theme of colors and marks, or if I want to draw and paint on top of these pages. That's my favorite page right there. But I enjoy flipping through and looking at it. Now I have to figure out how to make it stay down. So I've got this problem here. Although it wouldn't be a problem if I just opened the whole thing up and made it more sculptural. Anyway. Okay, and then September 25th, I think, I worked on this little book. This is a paper model of a book. And I did, again, pre-painted pages. This one's less wildly abandoned. It was a little more patterny, I guess. And it is actually one sheet of paper. So these are two of my current series, which actually have very little to do with the watercolor work I do. I'm trying to put this back into one page so you can see how it all goes back together. I just don't know if it wants to go. There. Okay. I think I made a mistake somewhere when I cut it. That might have been it. Or maybe it's glued together here. There. Anyway, let's see if I can get it back together. So it's an accordion book. And I have another one of these. I did not bring all my little books. Can you believe it? I have all these books. And I have one with pre-painted pages like this that I started to draw on and color in. So anyway, those are two of my current series projects.